Hello, this is Stampylonghead and welcome to a Let's Play of the PlayStation Network game called Journey. And this is going to be a blind Let's Play, so I know very little about the game. And this is going to be my first time ever playing through the game. And so I'm going to shut up now for the beginning and let you hear the opening sequence. And that's me, I guess. Okay, so I'm using the, what's it, the gyroscope or whatever, the 6-axis to spin the camera around. Oh, it's beautiful. Right. Left analog stick move. Online player subject to Journey terms of use. I can look at them on the main menu if I so wish. But for now I'm happy running around in the sand. You can also use the right analog stick in order to move the camera as well. Although, sorry for breaking... Actually, don't worry. I was going to change it to inverted, but for this I don't think it will really matter that much. Right, seems like this is the only way I can go. As I said, yes, it's going to be a blind Let's Play. I'll purposely try to find out as little about this game as possible, but I've been suggested by quite a few people to play through it and to possibly do a Let's Play of it. So I'm actually really looking forward to this. And it looks fantastic, doesn't it? I mean, I'm sure from a technical standpoint it's not rivaling things like Crysis and stuff, but just artistically it just looks beautiful. I actually feel slightly warm. I've got my, well, my room isn't actually warm, but just seeing all the sand and the sun and stuff, and I got my headphones on, so I got the sound, like, really close to me. I feel like I'm actually there and running around in the sand. Oh. I don't actually seem to have a jump button at the moment. I might unlock that later on. If I press the circle button, I seem to do a call. If I hold it down, I kind of do a bit of a louder call. I think this place kind of looks a bit like a cemetery. These all look a little bit like gravestones. And just want to point out that this commentary isn't going to be like my Minecraft commentaries. It's going to be a lot more hands-off. It's going to be much more of a showcase of the game rather than... it's going to be more about the game than it is about me. It's more going to be just my reaction to things and showing the game off rather than me commentating like the whole way through at every single thing that happens. So if you haven't got a PlayStation 3 and you think that you just want to watch this game, or you're just interested to see my reaction to it, then I think this is for you. Although if you haven't played this game and you do plan to, I'd strongly recommend not watching this video and playing it for yourself, because I think that's going to be the only real way to experience it properly. Okay, I seem to have I seem to have gained a little bit more cloth, so I don't know if that's going to give me a new ability. Here we go. If I hold the X button, here we go. Now I can jump or kind of more float upwards. I seem to only be able to do it in this area here. Or maybe there's only certain points where you can jump. Maybe it's just where these when there's cloth floating around, you're able to jump. Just moves so elegantly, the way it sort of just floats around. Yeah, so if I try and jump now, I can't. If you don't know, this game was made by That Game Company. That's actually what they're called. I didn't just forget their name. And they also made the game Flower, which is another kind of similar to this. Not much challenge in it. It's more of a artistic game, and it had really beautiful grass, and you kind of float around as a petal and sort of just gather up more petals from other flowers and stuff. And I really liked that game. I never actually bought it, but I played the demo like loads, and I always used it as a showcase of the PlayStation 3. Like when I first got it, I wanted to sort of show it off. I'd always show that game. I was just thought it was a really nice game, and it used the 6-axis and stuff, and it was a good implementation of the 6-axis, and I can't really think of many other games that have done that on the PlayStation. Like games like Killzone, it's just like a gimmick for when you're opening a grate or something, you have to use the 6-axis. It's just a bit of an annoyance, but it just worked really well in that game. I love the fact that there's almost no explanation and no hard heads-up display or anything. It's just you in the game, wandering around, just experiencing it for yourself. Just exploring. Seem to have found a little building. Actually, I am going to change it to inverted. Oh, I just made it sit down. I'm going to bring the menu up. Camera inverted, there we go. Is that all of the options that there are? So I believe that if I press the select button, that just makes me sit down then. How many games do you know that have a button specifically just for sitting down? It is a stunning game. I would recommend watching this video like in full screen in HD to get really the most out of it. I don't know how well what I'm seeing is going to translate to a YouTube video, but it does look fantastic. I know I could do this all day. I could surf down the sand like this all day. Obviously until I get to the end of the hill. I also believe that at points there's interactions with other players online. Like the game is online, but it's completely unintrusive. There's no matchmaking or lobby system, no searching for players or anything. It's just, I believe, I mean I've not played it, but what I've heard is that basically at a point in a game someone may or may not just sort of just be there as well, and you can just sort of go around with them. You don't have to, and there's no real interaction between each other apart from this shout which you can do. So I'm looking out to see if someone will join me. I was a little bit worried that I got this game too late and that no one's going to be playing it anymore. Okay, I seem to have a new ability if I hold circle. I guess my shout can activate things. That was pretty awesome. Okay, now I can just sort of float around. Okay, right, let's do this properly. I'm assuming I've got to go over there. Actually, there was something down here which I couldn't get earlier. I'm going to try and get first. Whoa. Okay. I assume this is some kind of collectible? Oh, it's made my cloth grow. Good. Got to keep up with the fashions. I've got a slightly larger scarf now. You just move so beautifully. I'm just having fun exploring. And I know that, I mean, I've heard people complaining about this game, saying about, oh, it only takes a couple hours to complete and it costs however much it costs. I think it's £10 it costs in the UK. Translates to about $14 or $15. I don't know how many euros, and if you don't live somewhere where there's not dollars or euros, I'm sorry, I'm not going to know any translations. Here we go. Let's go over here. You can fly pretty far then. I know it's only from certain points, but it's some decent distance. Does this not do anything? That looks way too important to not be here for any purpose. Okay, I've lit these up. Okay, I need to light that last one up. What's going on here? This isn't sand. Trying to work out what the story is here, but I'm not entirely sure. I think this is kind of the game where you're supposed to sort of make your own meaning from what's going on. I don't think it's going to have a strict storyline, but I didn't understand any of that. Maybe you did a little bit better than I did. Well, I managed to open a gate, whatever. I think they should make a new Indiana Jones game, but film, but like this. A really soothing Tomb Raider game. You're just sort of wandering around. I really want to keep having a lookout in case someone else joins. That's what I'm looking forward to. It's like a sand waterfall. A sand fall. Just makes me want to go to the beach. Oh dear, looks like we've got some platforming. I'm notoriously bad at platforming in games, so this may be ever so slightly painful. Right, can I jump from anywhere? I don't think I can I? There's no way I'm making it all the way over there, is there? Not gonna happen. The reason I got this game now, I've planned for a while to do a playthrough of it, but I recently heard that they're bringing out a collector's edition, which would be this game plus Flower and another game they made, which I can't remember what it's called. And like all together. Oh, there's someone else over there! Oh, forget this. I want to go and see the other person. But yeah, anyway, sorry, as I was saying, but then I found out that they're not releasing it in the UK where I live, so I decided that, like, right, I'm just gonna buy it now and do it. I think the other guy's trying to talk to me. I'll come back. I'm the one behind, by the way. You might get a little bit confused. So yeah, so it's kind of rubbish if you don't live in America because it's only going to be out there, but at least I kind of got to play it early. See, now the thing is here, I don't know if this person's played the game before, because if they've played it through, they're going to know exactly what they're doing, and to be honest, I'd probably rather not have that. I'd rather be with someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Okay, I'm the one on the right. Every now and then I might just randomly sit down so you know which one's me. Look at that, like, this is a completely natural scenario. That looks like a really pre-planned screenshot, but that's just two people playing the game and just how it happened. Hello! Hi! What's it doing? How'd it get up there? Show off. Wonder if I keep doing it, do I get to go higher? Oh, I'm not going to make that. Alright, let's have another go. Let's follow my friend around. They seem to be a bit more proficient than I am. So I'm not entirely sure how this whole thing works. I thought at first it was just when I'm in this area it means that I can jump higher, but maybe I can actually collect up the power and then use it somewhere else, maybe? I think I'm just going to follow my friend. Where is my friend gone? I'll come back. I'm so scared that I'm going to lose this person. I don't want to be... Where have they gone? Friend? buddy? Pal? Maybe I said something rude in one of my calls and he left. Oh no, come back. Did they leave the game? Oh no, they're over there. Oh my god, that was such a major panic there. I thought I was going to be all by on myself. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that again, okay? Stay where I can see you. Look both ways when you cross the road. What have you found? I think when we're closer together, we can jump higher? But I think we've got to do it from over where we were earlier. So he's... Okay, come over here. Come with me. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, this is better than any snowboarding game ever. What are they doing? Come on! I think I found one person which is actually worse than me. I didn't think that would be possible. They don't seem very interested in me. I'm all excited about following them and stuff. They just want to get on with it. Oh, are these extending more things across there? Yeah, okay, these are extending more stuff across the bridges. So I think we've got to go and activate all of these. Right. Oh, let me don't hog them all. Let me have a go. I'll do this one. I'll do that one. I'll do that one. Alright, you can bloody do that one then. I'll just hover around you like a lunatic. There we go. We've done it. We've done it together. Teamwork. He's still wandering off. Like all this stuff, like this kind of cutscene-y stuff, you can still move around. Oh, what's he found? He's found something. I'm saying he. It could very well be a woman. And not very good with stereotypes there, just assuming it's a guy. Okay, looks like we've made a bridge. We can now traverse to the top of the shiny pillar of light. But first we've got to investigate what this is. Oh, I think they are just some kind of collectibles. Right, let's go. I'll lead the way. Woo! I think you can surf for longer if you go in like the same direction as the wind. Seems to be like wind pushing me this way. Oh, this is awesome. I think any time when I feel stressed or pissed off or annoyed about anything, I'm just going to load up this game and just go sliding around in the sand for a bit. I feel so so zen right now. How hippie was that? Aha, I win. I was here. I got here quicker. This is pretty cool as well, the way you slide up. Music's kicking in as well. There's been arguments whether video games are art for years, and anytime anyone tries to argue with me again that unlike films and books and paintings, video games can't be art, I'm just going to show them this game and just say, look at it. How can you say this isn't art? And it's not just the fact that it looks good, it's just the mystery of it and exploring it. It's something that no other medium could do. And I'm not saying it's better than film or anything. It's just different, and it's something that you can't get with any other medium. Okay, looks like we found another one of these big blocks of cheese. So let's have a sit down and pray to the cheese gods. I think this actually might be a good time to break off from the first video and split it to another video. So at the end of this cutscene, the video is going to end, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to watch part 2 of my journey into Journey. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you click the link in the description. I'm going to shut up now and let you try and work out whatever the hell is going on. Looks like a train. I'm assuming it's not a train, but it looks a bit like a train.